Day 162 out of 365. And today, for whatever reason, was stuck in my brain. I hope it does not anything that's like a precursor to something that's coming my way. But I kind of stepped into a conversation about someone who they were trying to sell their property, and the parents had passed, and that they had siblings, and one of the siblings had passed, and they were trying to get through succession because there was no will. So somebody else has to, the courts have to decide exactly who is the rightful owners of the home now. And it just reminded me that it reminded me to continue to have these conversations with the people that I care about, to prepare for when you're not here. I know it's not a conversation anybody wants to have. Nobody wants to have it. We all think we're going to live forever, and maybe you come to terms with it as you get older, but nobody can guarantee what's going to happen tomorrow. And so you really need to think about preparing for when you're gone. Do you have a will in place? Do you have a power of attorney? Do you have a medical power of attorney? These are all questions that you should really start to ask questions about and investigate. Meet with an attorney, write something up. There's plenty of online applications that you can fill out that cost you $150. And go to an attorney just to verify it all and file it with the courts. Take it down to the courthouse and file it, so that at least your loved ones will know what your wishes are. And I think that's the most important thing, especially if you don't have any family and you're relying on friends to take care of after you're gone. If you have pets, how are they going to be taken care of? How do you want your home to be reconciled? How do you want the rest of your assets to be resolved? Many, many questions. And listen, it becomes more important, especially when you're younger and you're just newly married and you have children, because you certainly don't want to leave your spouse in a wreck. You don't want them to be in a tragic wreck where they don't know how they're going to afford to pay for the house. They don't know how they're going to move forward. They don't know what your wishes were. They don't know if you want to be buried or cremated, or build a big pyre in the backyard and burn you. I don't know. So you got to write it all down. And it's important. It's really important to get it resolved. I know this is kind of a really somber issue, but it was on my mind because I have encountered this issue more times than I care to even repeat, with people who are trying to sell the home or sell a home, and they can't, because there's multiple heirs to the property. I dealt with a woman that was in a small town that was north of us here in Louisiana, and she's the sole survivor of all her brothers and sisters, but there's 16 different heirs to the property, and she doesn't even know where everybody's at. And that's the best recollection, that she knows that there's 16 of them. And so you have to go and find each one of those people, and she doesn't know how to get a hold of them. And so there's no way to sell the property properly. There's going to be a brand new piece of property that we're going to put on the market probably this coming week. And that was the only way that the home could get actually sold. The owners of the property lost the property because there were so many heirs, and that nobody could decide. And finally, it was, I think there was a small loan taken out on it, and then the collateral was the house. And so it went back to the bank, and the bank is now going to sell it, which is tragic because nobody wanted to put a plan in place. And that's the real problem. Somebody needs to step forward and make sure there's a plan in place, so that these things, people don't lose assets, people don't leave their loved ones with chaos. Anyway, that's my food for thought for the night. Kind of a somber issue, but needs to be said. Don't leave a mess. That's my thought for the day. Don't leave a mess. Figure it out. Don't leave a mess. Man, I hope you had a fantastic day today. I had a great day today. So I hope you did too. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody. We are in the middle of the summer, smoking hot right now. But my wife and I were just looking at the rest of June, because we have a lot of things that are going to be happening and plans and everything. And I was laughing. I said, my goodness, by the time we get done with the weddings and some traveling and some more traveling for her job, I'm like, we're gonna be in July. We're gonna be already halfway through the summer, which we call summer. We're gonna be halfway through summer and racing towards my time of year. Man, I hope tomorrow brings you much blessings and joy, and I'll see everybody again tomorrow. Bye bye.